What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about everything that is wrong with my car other than it being dirty right now. So upon this list, there's going to be things that came from the factory that was defected, things that I messed up, and things that I need to fix because of wear and tear. The first thing on the list is going to be my body kit that's around the car. If you guys look around it, the tape is just coming off bad. Like it's falling, you know, like it's just wear and tear. Like I haven't had this car since 2008. I actually only had ownership of this car for 2 years, but within the 2 years it's just been so much more wear and tear. Side skirt's coming off right here, so I need to take this off. This is coming off, it's already dented. The back part right here, this is falling off too. Like it's falling apart. Like in picture from like far away, it doesn't really look that bad, but when you actually see it in detail, this car has a lot of flaws. The second thing that is wrong with my car is when I was talking about the body kit, you guys see this huge dent right here. So in one of my previous videos, I talked about how that happened, and that was actually my fault. I hit a red pole. I was able to get a lot of the paint, the red paint and scratches off with rubbing compound. It looks a lot better than how it used to look before, and obviously that's my fault, but it's just an eyesore. You guys see it, it's already benting in. This right here, it actually messed up the whole side, and that actually leads on to number 3 up here. It's going to be the top. Yes, I know the car's dirty again, but just it is what it is. I didn't have time to wash it. On top, if you guys can see, I actually had to plastic dip the entire roof. The only reason why is because of that is because our 8th gens had really bad paint from the factory, and by the time I found out about this, it was already too late, so Honda won't cover it. The recall that they had on the paint, it's already done. Like, this is 2008, I already checked and they said they can't fix it. So in the meantime, me and Victor just went ahead and plastic dipped it matte black. I actually like how it looks when it's clean. It just covered it up in the meantime. I was actually considering wrapping the top gloss black, but this was actually a cheaper alternative, and I actually like how it looks. I'm actually going to be retouching the whole car with black paint once I get the extra fronts coming in. And still speaking about bumpers, when I went to my first Honda Civic cruise, I noticed that a lot of the 8th gens had really messed up side bolts right here, which pretty much keeps the bumper in place. Over here, if you come in, the actual clip fell off. So a lot of people were telling me to just get a washer, super glue it, and it'll be able to hold it in place, because this just keeps coming off. Like, I'll punch it in. Eventually, because of my driving habits, this just comes off and it just starts messing up the entire bumper. So all of this just pops out of place really easily. Another thing that's wrong with the car, back to this, if you guys look right here, you guys see the headlight bracket? I'm not gonna pull it out too much, but you guys see that headlight bracket right here? So on the other side of the car, long story short, my HID wasn't working, so I took out the bumper to try to fix it. I ended up breaking that bracket while I was trying to fix it, and because of that, I had to zip tie it all the way inside right here, which leaves a huge gap all the way down. And because I was trying to do that, the headlight actually fell, and now all this is peeling right here. Like, again, there's so many flaws with my car that a lot of you guys don't even know of. A couple more things wrong with the car from the exterior. This was actually my fault again. Looking at my rims right here, that red pole, it was hit on the right side, so there's red paint right there. This is all scuffed right here. The paint is coming off from the inside. These are just so bad, and it's on all 4. Not this one, but on my other wheels, I can't drive that well. Like, I scuffed them so bad. I must have hit them when I must have hit rocks or something when I was in the canyons, or just my dumb daily driving when I can't park right. So the last thing with the exterior is my SI badge right here. It's just fading really bad. So it's red and silver. Like, you can't even see it. It's just wear and tear. So the older it gets, the more easier the paint's gonna be coming off. There's nothing really wrong with the seats. This is more of just a wear and tear, to the fact to where, because this car came out in 2007, I got a hole right here in the middle of the of where I sit down, that's just getting bigger and bigger every day. My seat cushions are getting worn off right here because of my daily driving and because of my big ass weight in there. Something else that was wrong with the car is the infamous third gear grind that everybody's been talking about. It's all over the forums, it's all over the internet, about how Honda had a really horrible transmission on these type of cars. Pretty much when you shift it into third gear, it will pop back out, you'll grind, and sometimes that'll even happen in second gear. I was actually able to fix that a really simple way. A lot of people end up swapping out the clutch master cylinder cables and adjusting the CMC and swapping pretty much, or checking out the synchros and everything. I started taking it little by little. So the first step that I did was I actually added some cable and base bushings to the car. I believe I got them from Torque Solution, and it just made the car shift a lot better, but it still wasn't enough. So the next thing that I ended up doing is I swapped out the transmission fluid with Honda OEM from the factory. I just went to Honda, I bought 3 quarts of it, and I ended up swapping out the fluid. It went away. So if you are having problems with your grinding on your gears and everything, instead of thinking about adjusting your CMC, and instead of thinking about you need to buy a brand new CMC or lines, swap out the fluid. It's a lot cheaper than getting a CMC. The last thing that's wrong with the car from inside is, I don't know if it's something that's in the engine bay, or I don't know if it's something from the cabin, or I don't know where it's at, but whenever I turn on my AC, you guys hear that rattling? My AC's on. Now I'm gonna turn it off right now. Went away. Eventually, sometimes when the AC is off, that rattling does turn on, but no, it came back. But when I give it a little gas, I'm giving it slight gas, the rattling's gone. When I let go of the gas, it starts rattling really bad. The last issue that I noticed that I'm having on my car is whenever I go from a cold start and I'm driving out from an alley, like from my house or from work or wherever, I think the front struts or the front axle assembly or whatever you want to call it, I think they're going to be giving out soon. And the reason why is because whenever I'm driving in the cold and the car is completely cold, you give it gas, and you know how when you're still in first gear and then you just let it go and your car's cruising in first gear and it just like anchors down the car? When it does that, I hear a and then like if something's just squealing, like if something just pulled the car back really hard, and I know it's coming from the front of the car and not the rear. I don't know exactly what that noise is. I'm gonna be driving it at night so that I can get it on film for you guys. But all right, so it's the next day right now. It's pretty cool outside, about 9 a.m. in the morning. So let's go ahead and see if we can hear it. Oh, did you hear that? It like anchored down. Let me see if I can do it again. Yeah, that's weird. Hopefully I got that on camera. If I push the clutch in, it doesn't do it. So like, clutch in, doesn't do it. But if I just go, it just like, it's just such a nasty sound. It sounds like something's gonna break. Basically, until the car fully warms up, then I'll start driving it normally. But in the meantime, while it's cold, I have to chill. But other than that, this is pretty much everything that's wrong with my car, or something that's broken, or something wear and tear, whatever you want to call it. There are things that are going to be fixable, and there are things that are not going to be fixable at the time. We'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. I hope this video was entertaining for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. It really does help me out. If you guys like the video, hit the like button and share with your friends. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a good day. Stay classy. Peace. What is up, guys?
I told you we should have ate first. Fuck, you don't even know what the fuck to say.
It's because when I'm doing it, I don't do it with anybody, so it's easier for me to just do it.
We're not judging you.
No, I know. It's not about that. It's just, I laugh too easily. Okay. The last issue that I've noticed that I'm having with the car is what?
Okay. Just say it. Again, like, just keep going.
Oh, you got a horrible cameraman.
You added words in there.
What did you want me to say?
The last issue that I have with my car. You said the last issue I noticed that I have with my car.
Okay. My bad, coach. Damn. The last issue that I... Wait, what? I need Victor to hold a piece of paper and just like... and just keep changing the card so I can just read it.
And then it says fuck you on one of the cards. Okay, just do whatever you want. I'm not gonna say anything else.
The last issue that I